Hi, my name is Brian Venton, and this is another My Town Media opinion piece that I've called A Culture of Corruption. According to the Queensland CCC statistics, in the past 4 years, over 18,000 potential acts of criminality have been referred to the Crime and Corruption Commission for assessment. According to the CCC, it doesn't investigate every complaint it receives. And the large number of complaints we receive each year, they say, means that we cannot investigate them all. Then from a policing perspective in Queensland, in the same 4-year period, there was a total of over 479,000 sentencing events. Sadly, it's not hard to form a view that a culture of corruption and criminality is endemic in our society. And travellers visiting our farm tell me that the problem of theft is national and a lot of instances go unreported. By any measure, these realities paint a sorry state for our nation, to the point that on the 13th of September, protests are scheduled to take place all over Australia, calling upon Australians to unite in protest specifically over government corruption. So what makes a society drift towards being a culture of corruption? Well, here's a few thoughts to consider. It's a culture that has lost its moral compass, a society that replaces moral absolutes with cultural relativism, a society that has abandoned belief in a sovereign God and replaced him with a God of our own making, a society that has sacrificed character on the altar of political pragmatism, a society that has traded virtue for compromised scruples, a society that has traded altruism for personal gain. And the list could go on and on. As Australia hits the streets on the 13th, perhaps it's time to remind ourselves that if corrupt conduct is allowed to go unchecked, the society begins to unravel in deep and dangerous ways. For example, we see an erosion of trust. People lose faith in institutions, leaders, and even one another. When rules are not applied fairly, trust in justice, government, and community life collapses. We begin to see a normalisation of wrongdoing. Corruption spreads like a disease, and what once was unthinkable becomes just the way things are, and people form a view that dishonesty is acceptable. We also see a weakening of justice. The powerful act with impunity while the vulnerable are left without protection. Laws become tools of convenience, not safeguards of fairness. Then there is the economic decay. Corruption drains resources, deters investment, and increases inequality. Wealth and opportunity concentrate in the hands of the corrupt, while ordinary people suffer. Then we see moral corruption of the people. When leaders are corrupt and nothing is done, ordinary citizens begin to justify their own small acts of corruptions, cutting corners, lying and bribing, since they see no higher example to follow. Then sadly, there can be instability and division. As frustration grows, societies polarise. Civil unrest, protests, and sometimes even revolutions emerge because people feel there's no peaceful pathway to reform. And we're seeing this happen globally at the moment. And sadly, there can be loss of hope. Perhaps the greatest danger is despair. If people believe the system is rigged beyond redemption, they disengage from civic life, which only allows corruption to deepen further. In short, if corruption goes unchecked, it leads to a society without justice, without trust, and without hope. A society where the powerful trample over the weak. Thanks for watching, and I trust you found this opinion piece helpful. Remember, the things that appear are not always as they seem. Bye.